Wow, it's been a while, but I'm back. How's everybody doing? I haven't really rehearsed or done anything to hype this up. It's just been a while since I've talked, and I figured this was the most appropriate of times. Um, the Undertaker is gone. The Undertaker retired officially last night at WWE Survivor Series. It looked really solid to me that like they couldn't have done a better job making this more clear while staying in character that the Undertaker is done with WWE. He's done with wrestling. Mark Calloway is going to live out the rest of his years, hopefully comfortable with his family, doing all kind of fun things. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to seeing him more mainstream, doing his own thing. I've loved seeing him talk on Austin's podcast. Even just a trailer for 2K Battleground with his little girl and Michelle was so adorable to me. I really hope he can enjoy and feel comfortable retiring now after he's given us the best for 30 years, man. Think about that. Who'd have thunk it that this character that just came from nowhere in 1990 would become so popular for 30 years to come with everybody. Like he is WWE. The Undertaker has always been the best of WWE in a nutshell. When you want to try to introduce someone to wrestling, you just show them this character and it will captivate them. Like they will completely be engulfed in it. That's how it was for me. Honestly, I think about The Undertaker and how I was introduced to wrestling. Fun fact, I played the games first before I actually watched wrestling. I think the first wrestling game I played might have been SmackDown versus Raw 2008 or 7, but I think it was 8. I remember liking the controls, and I still like the controls for 8 over 7. So I see, oh, The Undertaker, what is this character? I mean, oh my god, the entrance is crazy. Oh my god, he's chokeslamming people, dropping them on their heads. But then when finally I'm starting to watch wrestling, oh, look at this guy, man. Like, everyone's got their gimmick. Everyone's talking, they're promoting this, they're telling us about that. He just comes out and does the work. That was Undertaker. He's the guy everyone wanted to see come out and do the work. If there's one thing I kind of regret is I never got to see him live. Granted, I haven't been to a lot of live shows. I've been to quite a handful of special moments, though. Like, I got to see Triple H live, Brock Lesnar. I got to see DIY beat the Revival in TakeOver Toronto in that 2 out of 3 falls match, which is still my second favorite match ever, and it's still the best match I've seen live and the best tag team match I've ever seen. Like, I can't praise that more enough. But Undertaker, I missed out on, and so will millions of other people, no doubt. But man, thinking about the Undertaker, this is really all this video is. I want to let this out. The Undertaker's gone, and it doesn't hurt as bad as I thought it would. I think they did a really good job with his farewell. He really cherished like every moment of it. Coming out, the music kept going on, and it looked like he just didn't want to leave. But finally, he said his piece. He left, arms up, went in the back, and the show ended. No one to come out and disrespect him. No last chokeslam or tombstone. Nobody surprise attacking him. I bet a lot of people would have put their money on maybe The Fiend or Retribution trying to come out and steal the spotlight. But no, we had Survivor Series. In my opinion, Survivor Series was a fun show. Also helped it. My predictions during my contest with my friends went really well, so that really got me into it. And then, of course, we end off the show. All these legends are coming out. And I'm wondering how many, because at first I'm thinking, okay, we got JBL, Shane McMahon, Booker T, Big Show, we're fitting in. But then all of a sudden, the Godwins and Savio Vega come out. I couldn't believe they showed up, but they were part of Taker's group back in the day. What was it, BSK, I think? Or BKS? I'm not too sure what the name was. But, yeah, and then the names just keep coming. Shawn, Triple H, Flair. Apologies for any that I missed. I think I already said Booker T. And then obviously Kane was there. He had to come out. It was good to see him dressed up too and in character, not coming out and giving hugs and high fives. And then they played the package one more time. Then for some reason everyone had disappeared. I honestly thought they were going to stay maybe around the ring, but no, the ring was empty. And then Vince McMahon was there to introduce Undertaker. We had an interesting strobe lighting effect. And then his music redone over some kind of other um, instrument or machine or whatever. It sounded a little bit like techno, like it was cool. But then they officially played his music, came out, took his time, um, and again, it just looked like he did not want to go. He didn't look like he was ready to go, but that moment they did with him and Paul Bear in the ring. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'm not going to spoil that. You can go and watch it. And I said Paul Bear. If you have not seen it, go and watch it. That was heartbreaking for me. Like, I cried a little bit when that moment happened. They rang the bell 10 times. That to me told me this was it. Undertaker is the best. He will always be the best. There's never going to be anything like him again. Never. Never. And just the best. I can't praise it anymore. I'm trying to think back on more Undertaker memories that I have. I love the streak. The streak was amazing. So much so that I have my own against a buddy that we play, and my number is at a ridiculous number I'm not even going to bother mentioning on camera. But the streak was so easy to get into as a kid and wonder how this is going to end. And of course, watching it end, and obviously it was live for me. I couldn't believe it. I fell out of my chair. I was watching it on my computer at home with a buddy, and we were just sitting there like mouth wide open because that's how powerful that was. When Brock Lesnar beat the streak, like, that was the end to me, but Taker wasn't ready for it yet. I loved it when he came back in 2015 at Battleground. That was so special to me. Even just one of his last returns he made against Shane and Drew McIntyre last year, helping out Roman, was amazing. Whenever Undertaker shows up, the whole place just goes crazy. Just absolutely crazy. It's like, if there's anyone you want to see, it's the Undertaker for that pop, that crazy crowd reaction. Oh my gosh. Dead man, there's never going to be anyone like you again. And I think we can all say thank you for what he's done for wrestling and for us marks in our own sense. He's just been the best thing to watch. You always want to root for him. And the character is just so interesting. It can do anything. It can do anything. It wasn't always about the belts and the main event scene. It could be about putting some new guy over, done the right way or the wrong way, unfortunately, in some cases. But he always found a way to make everything interesting. Undertaker is gone. Survivor Series is past. And if there is some good quality to this, I'm back. What's going on? Your boy Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up, just going over some heartstrings right now. That's all, with Undertaker leaving. But good news, though. I am planning to be doing a series in December, because one thing I've never done publicly, I have my own Christmas movie marathon I go through every December, and it's huge. I plan to do reviews for everything on YouTube this year, and hopefully I can live up to that. I haven't done anything big like this in a while, and I feel like I just want to spread some cheer and go over some of the classics and not classics and just share some opinion with you guys, and hopefully you guys will jump in and we can have some discussion about it. We'll see. But right now, the way the world is, we could really use some early Christmas cheer. Hence, right now where I am, there's actually snow on the ground, which is amazing to me. It's not supposed to last, but still really cool to see. And yeah, November's just about done. Looking forward to the next bit of wrestling, though. We're getting TakeOver War Games in a couple of weeks. That should be exciting. And then TLC up to the 20th. I'm kind of surprised they're doing a pay-per-view. I didn't think they'd go to the 20th. I thought they'd do the Sunday before, like the Sunday right after TakeOver War Games. But hey, going into December, a lot of hot stuff going on. AEW fans, of course, we're getting Omega and Moxley, I think, next Wednesday, right? The 2nd, I think. So, whew, keep your fingers crossed, and we'll see what we get. That was terrible. Please, can we just... I don't know. There we go. Crossed fingers. Oh, feels good to be back. Feels good to be back, just going over some of the groundwork with you guys. And feel free to share your own Undertaker memories here. I'd love to read what some of them are. And if you've ever seen him live, please just tell me what it was like being in the crowd for a Dead Man entrance. Please, I'd love to know that feeling. I get the best of him so many times, and I never complain, but if there's just one thing, again, it's just being in a live crowd to see him come out would have been something else for me. And I guess favorite Undertaker moments, honestly, for me, I want to go over the greatest entrance in wrestling. And to me, that was Undertaker returning to the Dead Man character at WrestleMania 20 with Paul Bearer, the Druids, the advanced music. And oh my gosh, I'll never forget the chills I got when I saw that for the first time. The crowd was crazy. I was getting goosebumps. Everybody was doing their part so well. It makes the greatest entrance in WWE. Not only of The Undertaker, it's definitely The Undertaker's greatest entrance for me, but also the greatest entrance overall in wrestling for me was Undertaker at WrestleMania 20. That was so incredibly special to me. Favorite match is a tough one, because I could easily just say Undertaker and Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. I mean, how is that not his greatest match? And I'm trying to think if there's any others that I remember watching that stick out to me. And to be fair, there is one. There is one other. In my opinion, it's a bit more underrated than it should be. It's sort of a forgotten classic to me, but again, that's because I watched it so early that it's always stuck in my head as one of the best. And it was Undertaker and Kurt Angle at No Way Out in 2006 for the World Championship. Undertaker may have lost that match, but they looked like they were putting in the work. I was believing every second of what I was seeing. Another great one, Undertaker and Orton, both at WrestleMania, and their Hell in a Cell match was pretty damn good too. Taker and Lesnar in Hell in a Cell, both of their Hell in a Cell matches are incredible to me. And shut up, phone, I am not talking to you right now. Best match... to me, it's got to be still Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, but there are a lot of other ones out there that you cannot forget about. And that's another good thing about the Undertaker character. You didn't need to go out and put on an amazing classic all the time. Just the character alone engulfs so many people enough to see what he's going to do. And I could keep going. I could go over tons more memories, but always the way I remember the Undertaker for the first time is just, oh my gosh, he is driving people on their heads into the ground in this game. What is the real person like? And I met him, or not met him, I never got to meet him, but can you imagine? I got to finally see what he looked like in real life from the video game world, and my gosh, stole the show for me. Undertaker, 30 years, a lot of respect for you. Survivor Series was great. And thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, I know I'm just mumbling a lot and going over the same thing, but that's really just how I'm feeling right now. It's a good acceptance feeling that I'm happy with Undertaker done at this time because of the way it was handled at Survivor Series. I feel good. And I hope he does too. But again, Christmas movie marathon reviews, I'm going to hopefully post in December. We can get through some cool topics of discussion for a bunch of movies. And hope everyone is doing okay. Just please try to do your part. We all got to stick together in this one. Wear masks. What was that? Wear masks. Social distance. Be safe. If you have any symptoms, please stay at home. Please stay at home and protect yourself, protect everyone else out there. We're going to get through this. But the reality is, it's not about hating 2020. It's about working together to beat this in 2021. That's what this is. Got to stay united, everybody. And I guess that's really it. I can't think of any new things to go over. A couple of side notes. Thank you to 75 subscribers. I was really happy to see that the other day checking in. Lot of respect for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've noticed my Eddie Guerrero review from, I think, more than 5 years ago has been getting up there as my highest viewed video. Really cool to see. And if you guys really want Eddie videos again, I might think about doing more next November. I just never followed up on it because I did such a big batch the first year. So maybe I'll get back on that bandwagon someday. And also, thank you guys so much because, again, my child here on YouTube is the Daniel Bryan video I posted, Dragonborn, the Daniel Bryan story. That has blown up. I love seeing that get attention, guys. And if you haven't seen it, I'll post it in the description. To me, it really is just the greatest wrestling music video story. Whatever you want to call it, it's just the greatest thing I've ever seen. Ian and I worked so hard to reproduce what was on here a few years ago, and I think it's just like 99.9% perfect. Oh my gosh, it's the best. If you haven't seen it, it's in the description. I really recommend watching it. It's only about 10 minutes of your time, and you're gonna feel like you're going down a journey. It's just that it's that good. It's that good to me. I think that's it. I think that's it. Thank you guys so much again. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what your favorite Undertaker moment is. Make sure you're following the channel because I'm going to be coming back with stuff in December. And as far as results and reviews and predictions go, I think I'm going to start that up again next year. Haven't been feeling it too strongly lately. Well, for two reasons. One, I wanted to put my focus aside on the Daniel Bryan video getting up there, and it has, thanks to you guys. Also, I'm not feeling it as much as I was before in the summer and before, so I'm just letting things slide right now. Still fun to watch wrestling. It's great, but I think I'm going to restart things January. But again, check December. Christmas reviews coming on. I'm talking way too long in this video, letting you guys know what's going on. Whew. Good to be back. Good to be back for a little bit. Thank you guys so much, and don't forget, keep it real. See you in December.